Hi everyone, it's Kelly. I just want to talk to you really quick about one small topic. It's kind of a big topic, but I'm going to go quick with it. Overcommitment. Our schedules sometimes take us away. We're not totally in control of them. If we have a big family, we've got multiple kids, maybe it's just you and your spouse or you and someone else. Sometimes our schedules just happen. Sometimes we overcommit. That was kind of me. But we also had three kids, all pretty much within the same age group. I already mentioned all of these things if you watched my videos. So some tips I want to give you. Today, in this day and age, yes, I do know pretty much we all have our phones. My calendar is updated on my phone. I also work on the computer all the time, so it's a little bit easy for me. I can stick some things into the calendar on the computer and then it pops over to my phone. All of that happens and that works. But I do have to say, because of the amount of people that I work with, what I've seen over these last few years is when they talk about being out of sync or they can't get a handle on their schedule, what I've noticed when I work with them, if I get them to put things on paper and they can see it in front of them on a daily basis, it makes a big difference. Or if they can see the big picture. And really the way to see the big picture is really on a piece of paper. So I'm going to show you this, and I do still keep, and this is big, you don't need one this big, I keep a planner, right? Old school planner. It's got tabs. So I've got my tabs right here, and I've got the calendars are there. I also have days that I can fill in and I can write things down, what I need to accomplish on a daily basis, and I can move things over. So that's there. This is one way that I do this. One thing and this is a Franklin, yep, Benjamin Franklin. It's a very kind of neat story, but he is kind of the person that came up with planning, writing down a planner. I'm sure maybe not the first, but anyway. One of the things it says is not to be a big duplication, but in today's era of the cell phones, yes, I do know that we have them in here. Got it. I understand that. The reminders, those are huge. But to write it out. Family, I'm going to tell you another big secret. If you don't do this, this is a pretty big one because we're not mind readers. Calendar. Hey, let me go this way. Sorry. Calendar. Getting everyone's schedule onto one calendar in one place. Family meeting once a week or once a month. Get it on the refrigerator. I know that some of us have refrigerators where you can't hang things on, so it hangs on the side, but I gotta tell you, there are those little hooks now that go onto those stainless refrigerators and you can hang it on the front. As I just stated, we're not mind readers. We need everybody's schedules in one place. I'm gonna tell you a really quick story. So the kids I told you about, we were all there in a little small village, little town. So the kids were all in the elementary school. We all did scouting. One of the heads of the scouting was the fire chief. So Kevin and I were over at the school for whatever the reason, and we kind of got called into the principal's office with the fire chief, and they were laughing at us. And I was like, well, now what? What did someone do? And they're like, well, it was kind of a funny story. So all of your kids during Fire Prevention Week said, the question was, what do you do during a fire at your house? Where do you go? Does everybody have an exit plan? All three of our children raised their hands, and they're like, well, kind of, but Mom said we all have to run down to the kitchen and get the calendar off of the refrigerator. Okay, we had a two-story house that really is not exactly what they're supposed to do. They were supposed to come to the bedroom, wake up their dad, and then we would exit through this big, huge sliding glass door in our bedroom very safely. But I always joked about the fact that we needed to get to the kitchen to get the family calendar because that was way back when, before planners. Well, I had a planner, but before a phone or anything else was backed up. The only backup for every schedule was the one on the refrigerator. Anyway, I told you I was a little bit of, control freak. I had everything on there. Everybody was color coded. Everybody had a line. Everybody had a certain color for the whole year. I'm just saying that's the way I did it. Just a little hint. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that, about trying to watch your overcommitment And if you happen to have that big, huge schedule, especially for maybe one season or for a period of time, I firmly believe if you write it down, it's a helpful thing. Bye.